Welcome to the LA Dice Camo walkthrough. I will help you get the camo. It's really easy. All you gotta do is light 20 lamps. I'll show you how to do that. First of all, at point H, when you land there, you have to decide which one is the starting lamp you count on. I always use the one in the left corner, so that's my lamp number 1. As you can see right there now. And most of the lamps are off, a few on. Right, number 4 is on. Right now, the next is there's nothing. Then number 13, and I can count there. Number 20. So I call that the starting lamps. I will tell you later what's special about that. First, you have to find one of 7 switches and turn them on and off to see which lights they affect. The first one is close to the base at the point H, under there. And if I switch that, it's gonna turn on a few lamps. Let's see which one they are. So I'm gonna start at the left corner again with lamp number 1. So which is still off, that one. So now I can see 4 is still was a starting lamp, it's still on. Now number 6, 7 is on. 9, 10. Number 13 is a starting lamp. Number 14 is on. And number 17. So I have to turn the switch on off again, because you have to turn every single switch on and off to see which one the right ones. There are just 3 that actually you have to use. 2 of them will affect the starting lamps. If they affect the starting lamps, then don't use them at all. Just turn them off again and never go there. So of the 7 switches, there will be just 3 useful. 2 will affect the starting lamps, so you don't have to count them. And between the rest, you have to decide which one will be the right ones. So I turned this one off again, and I'm gonna go to the next point. I call it point B2 at the pier. I'm gonna use a spawn back there, so I'm gonna be fast back there to turn the switch off again after I turn it on. So if you turn around, you have to see the switch. There it is. Push it and check which effects he's got. So I'm gonna kill myself and go back to the H base. Right. Let's see whose effect. That's on. So I see that the starting lamps are off. That means this switch is one of the switches that has effect on the starting lamps, and I'm gonna turn it off again, and I don't need to consider it. I don't even have to write down which other lamps he affects, because I'm not gonna use it again. So I go back to point G, turn it off, and never gonna use the switch at point at the pier. All you have to do that everything in the unranked conquest large game, by the way. Okay, I turn it off, and now I'm gonna go to the next point. It's 3C at the C point. It's inside an oven. It's a little bit tricky to find, but actually easy if you watch this. First I take the point C, so if I need the point again, I can respawn there faster. Even I do a spawn break every time to switch the switch off again. Right up in the left house, there's in the corner an oven, and inside that there's the 3rd point. So I'm gonna spawn bake again. Turn the switch on. It's right inside there. Okay, now I'm gonna check at the H point which effect this point has on the lights. Gonna start at the left corner again. Okay, this is my lamp number 1. Let's see, lamp number 3. 4 is a starting lamp. It's okay. So this is starting lamp to number 8. Number 12. 13 is starting lamp. Number 15. Number 16 and number 18 is on. Number 20 is a starting lamp again. So the switch at the C point has effect on 3, 8, 12, 15, 16 and 18. Just write it down and later you can figure it out if you need it or not. Gonna go back to the C point and turn it off. So it's turned off again. Now I'm gonna go to the next point. D4. It's at point E. I'm gonna use a helicopter to fly there fast. Right down there it is. Jump off, play a spawn bake. There it is, on the right side. You have to crouch down to see it actually. There it is. Use it. And let's check the base again, which effect here is on. Gonna start at the left corner to count again. So that one is off. Number 3. 4 is a starting lamp again. Number 6. Number 9, number 10. Starting lamp. 15 and 16. 20 is the starting lamp again. So this has an effect on 3, 6, 9, 10, 15 and 16. So after you wrote it down, you go back, turn it off again. You can't just leave the lamps on, because if you do that, it conflicts with other lamps maybe, and then it's totally messed up. So you always turn it on, check it, and turn it off again until you decide which one are the right ones. But for the first time you have to turn every of the 7 on. So the next point is at the waterfall, still at E point. I'm gonna take E point again in case I want to respawn there. This time it's not necessary because my home base is close to it, but if you're on the other side it's really helpful. This is everything for solo play. If you got friends, you just stay the H base and tell them to turn the switches on and off. So, but you can do it solo, it's pretty fast, so I'm gonna jump down there. Let's see, swim a little. And then in the corner of these 2 stones, under the water, there's the next switch. It's a little bit tricky to actually turn it on. You have to listen to the click if you actually did it. See, there was a click. So, let's get back to the point. So this is point E5, it's a waterfall point. And I see the starting lamp number 20 is off. So the waterfall point has effect on the starting lamps. So I'm gonna turn it on, turn it off again, and never gonna use it. So this is the second of the starting lamps affecting points. I don't have to use the whole game. So point B2 at the pier and E5 at the waterfall are the starting lamps points. I'm not gonna use them again. So the 3 points, 3 switches I need is actually one of the others. I turn it off. And check the next one. If you're not sure if you actually turn it off, go back to the base and check it again, because the waterfall is really tricky. You don't want the lights to be on. So the next one is at between point A and B, inside a tree. You actually have to destroy that tree. The tree is a little, it's a dead tree, got no leaves on it, so it's easier to find. You just have to destroy it with the helicopter or bombs, C4, whatever. See where it is. Look out for a dead tree. Ah, there it is. Have to turn. Get a better shooting range. A little right side, not left. There's a second one that's not the right. It has to be more at point B. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna destroy it. And jump down and the destroyed tree, you can see it. Gonna lay my spawn break there. Okay, go to B point. Duck down again, or crouch down. And inside the tree there's the button. Okay. Just gonna go myself. Go back to the H base and check which lights affected. Starting lamp has to be on because there are only 2 switches. There it is. Number 2 is on. Starting number 5. Starting lamp. Number 17. 20 is a starting lamp again. Okay. Then let's go to the last point. G7. It's in the at point B at the pavilion. There's something special. If you turn on the last point, it's gonna trigger some lamps that will remain on no matter what you do. So you can't turn it off again. So actually the last point hasn't, he turns the lights on but hasn't actually an effect on it. And everything is completely random. So when you play it, can be that, for example, point A1 and G7 have an effect on the starting lamps. So you just have to figure it out for yourself. Every game is single, but how you do it and is okay. Let's land on the pavilion. You have to land on top on it. It's on the second roof. I'm gonna lay a spawn back there again. And right there it is. You crouch down and just go to the edge. And there you see it. Go back to the H point and check the lamps. Okay, lamp number 1 is on. Starting lamp. 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 starting. 14 is on. 18, 19, and 20 is a starting lamp. Okay, I got all. And right now you have to go back, turn it off. Then you have to come back to the H point and check which lights will remain on, even when all switches are turned off. Has to be the starting lamps, like number 14, 13 and 20, and some extra lamps now. After that you can find out the 3 switches you have to actually trigger to light all 20 lamps. Okay, turn it off and check it again. So now I'm gonna check which lamps actually stay on. So I remind you, I had 7 switches. 2 of them affect the starting lamps, so I'm not gonna use it. Remains 5 switches. So let's see. Number 1 is on. It's a starting lamp, the 4. Number 11 is on. 13 is a starting lamp. Number 18 and 19. 20 is again a starting lamp. So number 1, 11, 18 and 19 are permanently on no matter what switch I use. And I have to find out which other ones. I already have the starting ones from 4, 13 and 20. That leaves me the next number I need. I got 1, I need number 2. I'm gonna check which switches triggers number 2. That's gonna be F6. F6 triggers 2, 5 and 17. So I definitely need number F6, the one from the tree. And I check with the others. The 17 is also in the point A1 at the base. He got the 17, so it can't be A1. So I can X another one. So I just need to compare one more. So the next number I need is a 3, which is in C3 and D4. And now I just have to look at those numbers and compare it with the last switch I need, which is G7. I definitely need G7. And as I can see, C3 and G7 got the same numbers. That means C3 can't be the switch that I need, because the 8 in 3C is also in G7. So the points I need is F6 at the tree, D4 at the stone, and G7 at the pavilion. Like I said, it's totally random. For you it will be different, but you can use the same system. There are 2 switches that trigger the starting lamps, so you count them out, you don't need them again. And from the remaining 5, you just go look for the first one who has a single number that only he triggers. That will be a switch you need, and then you compare it with the other 3 remaining and just X them out. You need 2 more of the remaining, so it shouldn't be hard for you to find out. After you found out which switches you need, you go back to the points and turn them on again. Doesn't need to be in any order. You can just choose the closest one or where you got your last spawn back. So I'm gonna go first to the pavilion because I still got my spawn back there. I turn it on, the first one. Okay. Gonna fly to the stone. close at point E. That's why I usually take the points, because if you're on the other side of the base, you just spawn at point E, go up to the stone and use the switch. Since my base is close, I just go there by helicopter. Right there. There it is. Crouch down. Use it. The helicopter should still be intact. I needed to go to point G7, F6 to the tree. And when you use the last switch, the last needed one, you're gonna hear a little click. That means it was right, that all the 20 lamps are on. I think that tree is gone, but I actually know where the point is already, so I'm just gonna land there. Turn it on and listen to the click. Tree, there it is. Now you heard a little beep. That was the sign, so the lamps should light now. Gonna go back to the base, check it. And as you can see, there are all lamps on. When you check that all lamps are on, you go to the left, there's a control panel, and you type in a code. And the code will make that this lamp gonna light and in Morse code and give you the next code you need. So the code you enter at the panel is 839808 00000. I can't actually type it in because I already used it. You can only do that once if you did it correct. If you did it, it has to disappear, and this one has to start morsing. It's gonna tell you what to do next. You already know that, so you can skip it. It's just you wait for 2 minutes and 54 seconds, then we'll actually start morsing the code you need. Use your mobile phone and decode it. Then you start a rank game, Conquest Large, and go to the certain points where you can enter your code. It's at the water tower. The game can still be empty, you don't need to get in a full game. The thing is, you enter the code and you don't actually know if it's the right one. You have to wait till the game ended, and after that it will be rewarded with the LA Dice Camo. So you don't actually get it right now, you always have to wait one game. But just go to the corner, you wait there for 2 minutes, then there will appear another button, you push it and you enter your code at the control panel. And when the game ends, you got your LA Dice Camo, and have fun playing with it.